What is up, everyone? This is Jackie from the Anime Guy, and today we're going to talk about how to do your instant dungeons, especially for IGRIS. Now, there's going to be a guide that's fully updated, so the people that are just coming in or that have been playing for a little while and want to start climbing and getting better artifact drops, this is what you need, right? I'm completely free to play, and when I was grinding this, I had a lot of tips that I wanted to share with you all, and now this is why I'm making this video. So if you don't know, when you do IGRIS, and in terms, not just IGRIS, but any of the IGRIS and Wolf, or your Encore dungeons here, every single one of them, you want to aim, first goal is you want to aim for the tier 5, right? In the tier 5, you start getting legendary artifacts. As you can see here, there's no legendary. You get legendary tier 5. The next goal that you want to aim for is tier 9, because at tier 9 you no longer get the rare drops. See, no blue drops, whereas in the tier 8 you still get them. Yuck. Alright, tier 9 is the next goal, and obviously if you can finish tier 10, finish tier 10. Alright, next thing to watch out for is, in terms of IGRIS, I'm going to talk about the builds that you need to get, what hunters are useful, what skills are useful, and at the end we're going to talk about the gameplay and his mechanics. Right. So first of all, these are my artifacts. You want to push your CP as far out to the white as you can. Okay, so you can see for my son, I run a half crit, half black armor, and then I run a half cursed and half expert. Now I'll show you what they look like in terms of my stats. Alright, for my artifacts, Sun Jin Woo, he has for his hat attack percentage, additional attack, and crit rate. Crit rate +2, the rest is an additional HP. Not the best. Alright, glove, I have pretty good attack percentage here. And my shoes, I've got crit damage and attack percentage and attack +1. So this is really good boots. And so if I were you, like, you can run a half crit set, half like me, but ideally if you have a full set, that's probably better. But again, these stats gonna matter more. And how you want to build Sun Jin Woo is actually like this. You want these on the left hand side, you want as much crit as you can, up to 50%. And for the right side, these accessories, you want as much crit damage as you can. Right? That's how you get the maximized damage for Sun Jin Woo. So you can see mine's not fully optimized. My crit rate is only 43. Ideally, I want to bump that up to 50. And my crit damage, I want it to around 180, 185. Right? But because my artifacts like this one, this attack +4 is just too juicy to pass up. Look at that. Just this gear alone gives me 24% attack boost. That's crazy. Right, this one gives me +2 crit damage, which is great. And these honestly is not the best. This is just something I have on for now, just so I get this 2-piece curse set effect. Alright. Next, skills. Skills for IGRIS, because it's dark, you can use this one, Death Stance, and it deals more damage to bosses and elite monsters. So equip that. And for this one, we have, and honestly you can use any, like, it's weak like to darkness, but there's no dark heavy break, so you can either use water or fire, either or. Like, fire gives you increased hit damage by 30%, your crit hit damage, and the water freezes. Normally I just use water because I like it a little bit better. So let's go with water. Okay. Hunters, honestly, 1 to 2 support, and a break is probably the easiest or best. Now, if you have enough break, you don't even need a break. You can just go supports and any hunters that deal more damage. So what I normally like to run is Min, chuck in a Mei Lin, and have a Chara in there. Those are my 3 best supports. just so it maximizes Jinwoo's damage. You can either go Char, you know, Alicia and Min, just so that it gives a bit more damage there, and if you need it to help you boost your CP, that's definitely doable. If you can get in the white zone and not have a support, that's great, because you will get less penalized by a lot. All right. Other supports that you can use, Jinho is a great break. What else is there? Choi is not bad because he decreases people's defense. Beck is also quite good because he's a dark element and his skill increases Jinwoo's attack by 20%. Right, so what I might use is quite similar to my wolf video, where I have this setup where I just have 3 supports running and Jinwoo doing the maximized damage as he can. For the skills, I'm not going to bring water multi-strike, as I said before. I'll bring this one. And for my break, I have the water armor break here. All right, these are my blessings. I have mana rampage, increase attack by 9%, but MP consumption by 12. I've got advanced dagger technique, assassin proficiency, and weakness detection. All right, that's the setup, and I use IGRIS as my shadow. All right, let's go in and we'll talk about the run. So first things first, once we get in there, after we pass the first door, we're going to stand still until he charges at us. This is so that we get that first dodge. All right, and you'll see what I mean by here. He's going to leap over and dodge. There we go. And then this is when we're going to spam our support skills, and we're going to always start off with your plum, because if you have a plum, you get that full bloom, you get that increased buff. And then I start using my moon shadow, because the moon shadow stops time and deals more damage, so that I deal more damage in my breaks and my other skills. All right, so you can see I dodged, do plum, I have Beck in there, shadow, and then min, break him. Oh, break him again. I messed up my break bit there, but it doesn't matter. Shadow step. And this is when you can do shadows, but I like to just save my shadows here, just because I don't need them to beat him. All right, he's gonna go up again and stab the ground. You wanna shadow step that. Do that, boom. Bring in the supports. Moon shadow, he's gonna stop time. And I start breaking him. Oh, okay, he's dead before I even broke him. So I think that was a little bit quick of a run. So I'll do that again to show you how to actually dodge all his mechanics. All right, so let's go in. So I'm not going to even attack him here. I'm just going to dodge and show you how to dodge his mechanics. All right. Wait for him to come in, dodge. And here's where you shadow step, and you're supposed to deal all your damage here. And then he has this animation, he's going to cast forward once, and he's going to attack again. So 2 times attack. And then next one, he's usually like that's a big heavy attack. And then he also has this 3-part attack. Oh, okay. And for this, you want to dash towards like that. And once you dash like that, you can just shadow step right behind him and deal damage like that. Okay. Some other skills he has. He has this 3-part attack. Oh, not that one. Come on, give me that 3-part attack. Oh man, I don't want this one. You've shown this one before. This is where he charges and stabs forward. The charge is around 2 seconds. So 1, 2, dodge. Come on, Beyblade. I want to see your other attack. All his charge skills are around like a 2 seconds, other than the super big dash one. Alright, dash towards the blade and shadow steps. This is probably the easiest skill to dodge. Come on, I'll use my min. Give me a bit of HP back. Oh man, stop it. 2, and then this is the 3-part attack I was talking about. See that? 1, 2, 3. Normally the 3 is always gonna come to you, so you just dodge that and shadow step. Okay, I'll see if I can get him a bit lower. So, oh man, I died. Alright, I'll see if I can get him a little bit lower so he does one of his attacks that you guys haven't seen yet. Alright, dash that first one, Beck, Plum, and just spare my shadow, spare my supporters, break him. I normally don't, you can shadow step here again and then attack him, and when he pulls his sword out and stabs it back in, you dodge again. Alright, that's how you maximize your damage. Plum. Alright, I want him to dash towards me, not this one. 2, 3, and then dash, and this is when you can do more damage. Come on. Oh, that's too much. 1, 2, 3. That's the one. I messed that up. But essentially, he has that dash where you count to 3 and you dodge. Alright, I screwed it up, but I believe you guys can do it better. And that's the run. So those are IGRIS's mechanics. Let me know if you have any questions. Honestly, it's just about repetition, getting through that. I made a bit of a fool of myself of dying to him on that second run to show you guys all the dodge mechanics, but essentially what you want to do is just get familiar with the mechanics. The first part is always the easiest, where you just start by practicing that first leap and shadow step. Once you shadow step, spam all your skills. That's when you can deal the most amount of damage at the start, and then to help you set up for success for later. Alright, so let me know if you have any questions. That's the IGRIS guide. Otherwise, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.